We're going to go ahead and get the meeting started, call it to order. We'll have Mr. Lighty call the roll.
Councilmember Hendricks.
Here.
Councilmember Griffin.
Here.
Councilmember Eubanks.
Present.
Councilmember Edwards.
Here.
Councilmember Oliver.
Here.
Council President Simmons.
Here.
Madam President, we have 6 council members are in attendance, and therefore a quorum is present.
Thank you very much. We're having a special call meeting today to discuss 2 regular agenda items. And at this time, we'll have Mr. Musgrove or Mr. Mayor, whichever one.
Either way. Go ahead.
Thank you for coming today. We have 3A and 3B. I assume you'll just take these one at a time?
Yes.
Okay. All right, 3A is a resolution to approve a professional service agreement between the City of Florence and Collier's Valuation and Advisory Services. And the gentleman I've been speaking with is Tim Rao. It's located in Birmingham to conduct an appraisal of certain real property in the amount of $3,750. And it's sponsored by me, and it's for the appraisal of the Bank Independent Current Operations Building in 426 Veterans Drive. Give you a little update, and I think everybody received this. John Bowling is the property manager for all of the Bank Independent properties, and he referred me to Crunkleton Commercial Real Estate in Huntsville. Spoke with Wesley Crunkleton and asked him to refer me to a couple of commercial appraisers, since we, to my knowledge, don't have anyone located here. I did that, sent that message out. I got quotes for both. Both of them were $3,750. I actually chose the one because Mr. Rao does have the ability to, even though they don't do it, if we decide we need appraisal on any of the furnishings that may be a part of this contract, he would be able to provide that. So I did. I know, I think Ms. Eubanks spoke to me about did they have what experience they had. When I spoke with him this afternoon, they've done work at the City of Birmingham, University of Alabama, Birmingham, Auburn University, and the University of Alabama.
So they do have municipal experience?
Yes.
Okay, at this time, do we have a motion for immediate consideration?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Oliver, second by Ms. Eubanks. All in favor?
6-0.
Do we have a motion for the adoption?
So
Motion.
moved.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Eubanks, second by Mr. Oliver. Any discussion?
I have some, Madam President. I think it's just a really important step that no matter what it is we plan to do with any real property, we go through this process because we as a municipality have certain parameters that we can follow if we choose to purchase it. And this is the only way we'll know that.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
I would like to add, and Mr. Griffin can probably validate this, we're both realtors. He's a practicing realtor. I'm on the sidelines right now. My license, I've put them on hold for a while. But appraisers have a program they go by. They don't just walk in and willy-nilly eyeball something and determine what they think is the worth of that particular property. They have a program. They come in with a laptop and they have question after question after question, measurements, you name it. They go up and down and fill in the blanks with all the appropriate information. And it is a state program that they have to adhere to and go by. So yeah, some of them probably, they may use their judgment on certain things, but they have a form they have to fill out, and it's not just here and there, it's statewide. So they do have rules and regulations they have to adhere to.
May I ask a question about that, Madam President?
You may.
So when you say a state program and rules they have to follow, does that mean like, so every appraiser in the state has the same document and they're looking for the same things?
It's similar to inspections.
Okay.
You know, inspectors, they have a, and again, I think Bill can hit it.
Check sheet.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say, check sheets.
And so commercial would be different than, say, residential?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
all right, that's where I was going with
We're
that.
probably way more detailed, if I had to answer that. They're way more detailed.
Okay, thank you for
Because
that.
in commercial, you run into, you know, you have parking lots, you have different electrical systems. Some commercial buildings are built to, you know, different codes than residential buildings are built. So there's a lot more questions to answer in commercial. Again, Bill, you can chime in. I don't mean to talk over you. You know as much about this, I think, as I do.
The price was very fair.
Yes.
Not in line if we had been in Birmingham doing this. So you start with that. If you're in line with where you're pricing yourself, you'll probably be in line with other things too.
And I will say, one thing, because I've been involved in this from the get-go, and I know Mr. Hendricks has as well. I actually asked that we could find someone outside the area to come in and do the appraisal, someone that doesn't know anyone involved in this, and these people have no clue who we are or who the seller is. So that was a plus for me right there to hire these people.
Any more questions, discussion
Let
from
me-
council? Hold on a minute.
Okay.
Any more from council? Okay.
Let me just say one thing. Every one of you received a copy of the proposal, the professional service agreement, and I know Mr. Musgrove reviewed that as well.
If there's no additional discussion, all in favor of the motion?
6-0. Motion carries.
Okay.
Ready for the next?
B?
All right, item 3B is a resolution to approve authorization of proper city officials and employees to apply for a RAISE program grant for capital construction funds for the West College Street Bridge project, and that's sponsored by myself and Ms. Simmons. Just to give you an idea, the RAISE grant, they are given to rebuild and repair critical infrastructure and increasing transportation access for American workers in their home communities, and that came off their website. We probably remember we went through the process with John Cooper at AlDOT. We met with them about a grant that we'd hoped to go for, and turns out that the federal didn't look at it the same way the state did. So we did apply for that one, and we didn't get it. But as I understand, this one is more applicable to us, and we're working with NACOG on this process, and they have gotten support letters from a number of sources. And, you know, this could be a great opportunity for us.
What's the amount of the grant for?
I think they're applying for $25 million.
Is there a match, Mayor?
No match.
100%.
That's a good question.
Yep.
Do I hear a motion for immediate consideration?
Well,
Second.
Let me be sure. If there were, we've already applied for the,
infrastructure bank with the AlDOT.
that's right.
And been approved.
So either way, we're not gonna be out anywhere.
Right.
Wait a second. Can we get less than 25? Will they give this max?
We're asking for 25, we may not get that.
Okay, so the amount could vary, but that's what we're asking for.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
What about the other AlDOT? What
Well, we sent in an application to be approved for the infrastructure bank, and it's used to, in lieu of your match, so that you can have match in hand. And you do have to pay that back over time, so it's not free money, but what the purpose of it is you get approved, and then you go out and you look for all these grants that require the match in hand in advance. And then what we're looking for as a city, I believe, are stackable grants. So even if they came back and said, all right, we'll give you 10 million or 12 million, and we can continue to look for grants all the way up to till it's fully funded, or to the point where we're comfortable saying we'll just use the infrastructure rate for the balance.
Okay. It was, motion by Mr.
Mhm.
Oliver,
Yeah.
second by me. All in favor of the motion?
6-0.
Do I hear a motion for the adoption?
So moved.
Second. Any discussion? Motion by Ms. Eubanks, second by Katrina. Any discussion?
One other thing, can you verify that this one is stackable as well?
It is.
Okay, thank you.
Any additional discussion?
There's no match.
All in favor of the motion?
6-0, motion carries.
Okay, that's all I have, and we'll take a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
All right, there it is. Thank you.